Good morning. Hey, it's July 22. The previous week, when I made the last recording of this, it has been an incredibly dynamic week, hasn't it? An assassination attempt on President Trump, the RNC, Republican National Convention, Microsoft with its problems on Friday, which is when I'm recording this, so I don't know if by Monday it's come to a conclusion or not. And then we lost actor-comedian Bob Newhart. Just love the Newhart show and Newhart up there in New England and all. And then he played Captain Proton, I think, on The Big Bang Theory too. Anyway, hey, let's get to today's topic. Yes, that's right. This week we're going to talk about employees wanting health insurance. Last week was why the employer would offer it, but now I'm going to look at it more from the employee's perspective. They want health insurance because they want to feel like you, the employer, value them. Trust me on this one. If you offer health insurance and the guy next to you doesn't, they're going to come to you because they know that they're going to have better chance of being valued and that you're going to want to keep them a lot longer. And another reason is it helps balance the work life and the private life. Things with their employee benefits, they can get like maybe legal services for basic legal things, or health club memberships. I worked for an employer once that did have a health club membership, and a lot of us would go after work and play racquetball. It was a lot of fun, and I valued working for that employer, and I was proud to work for that employer at that time. And another reason that they like health insurance is because it helps actually reduce their stress level. Stress level caused by thinking and worrying about and trying to save for, which is almost impossible to do. Major accidents and illnesses, wow, those can be unlimited amount of money. And they can get things such as preventative care. They can be healthier. They can get coverage for vaccines. And how about just a simple sore throat and cold? To go to a doctor without health insurance might cost you $250 in my area. And what if they have to run a test? A simple test could cost you $90 to $125. And then you got to get a prescription that could cost you $50, $60. But with health insurance, maybe you're just going to pay a small copay for the doctor, a small copay or nothing for that exam, and then maybe nothing for an amoxicillin prescription. So this alleviates a lot of stress the employees can have. And it also can alleviate a lot of stress because they get the group rates that helps them if they have a spouse, if they have children, and even if they have a domestic partner. Here's another interesting note. Employees don't always necessarily consider their salary or their hourly rate. Having health insurance can actually extend that window of opportunity for them to go work for an employer. Because if they had to buy this on their own, a lot of times they can't afford it. So that cost sharing is very important to the employees. One thing from my experience when I'm dealing with a lot of nonprofits, they typically don't or can't pay market rate wages. However, most of the nonprofits I've dealt with in the past have always taken on the best benefits. Because you know what? That $24,000 a year, $2,000 a month secretary could be making $36 to $40,000 for some profit company. But when they're giving them the best benefits available, it's a whole lot cheaper than trying to compete in the market rate. So sometimes the wages are not the most important things that employees are looking for. And here on a side note, employees a lot of times are looking for health insurance because they have heard of, and I'm seeing it now more and more, where providers are going after people for not paying their bills. And having the health insurance alleviates a lot of that problem. These are some of the reasons why employees are looking for health insurance. So employers pay attention to that. Employees, I'm sure you might even think of one or two more. Hey, if you are, give me a call. Let me know. Shoot me an email. Let me know. Oh, and guess what? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey, thank you for liking and subscribing. Now, let's tell you what's going on at the MLD agency this week. We were able to help a couple of people out with their property and casualty plans, and we got certified for 2025 with Aetna. Very happy about that. So Aetna, people, we're all good for next year. And I also wrote a couple of checks for finder's fees. So thank you for referring people to us. We appreciate it. Anyway, until next week, like I said, like and subscribe. Don't hesitate to give me a call to find out what's in your best interest.